empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by
GG Cupid. Whether for friends, serious relationships, or marriage, there's a new website that matches love online. Sign up for free at ggcupid.com, the perfect matchmaker.
Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Hi, you guys, and welcome to another episode of All Things Beauty. This is episode 93, and we have some Valentine's Day specials for you guys today. But, of course, before we roll into giving y'all all this juice that we got for y'all, we're going to talk about what's on our lips. And then we will let our other two hosts, our host and our guest, introduce themselves to you today. So, you guys, hey, Haley,
Hey.
how are you? We haven't seen you in a minute.
I miss y'all. I've been
Miss you
traveling
too,
for
girl.
work, and I'm just like, Elijah forgot who I was. I felt so unimportant.
Oh, that is terrible.
Yes.
But, you know, he tends to do that.
I know.
'Cause
I let him make it.
And I don't understand how he forgets my information when it's always
Right.
there, you know.
Right.
And then, you guys, we also have Amethyst joining us again this week. Amethyst, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. I like the hair.
Thank
Yes.
you.
It's
Trying
like
something
giving me
different.
Looks
90s.
sultry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's real
You know,
sultry.
the
It's going to
slit.
be 70s.
Got the red
Donna
lip
Summers.
going. Yeah,
That's what I was
I'm
going
feeling
for. Thank
I
you.
like it. Well, you guys, I did remember you again this week, and I have something different for y'all. Kind of, but not really, because y'all know I like Anastasia.
Yeah.
So what I'm wearing on my lips is a gloss. Anastasia. This one is a little pink. I like it because it's a bit nude too. It's very soft. It has a little glittery touch. And this one is called Vintage. It's $16. You can get it just about anywhere, you know, Sephora, Ulta, Dillard's. So yeah, that's what I'm rocking for y'all today.
You always have the good Anastasia. Like
Doesn't she?
every week that I come and you doing Anastasia, I was like, I need to get to Sephora and check out.
I love
Anastasia.
it.
I really do. Like
love
I'm going
it.
this week.
And then
seriously.
honestly, I really love the glosses. I'm not a fan of the liquid mattes. They
Right,
are just
yeah.
way too dry. I
Yeah,
don't
they
like
can be,
them.
for sure.
And then eventually your lips are looking like a butt.
Mm-hmm.
It gets like wrinkly. I don't know. It's ugly. But anywho, these are $16.
Mm-hmm.
You know, about $18 with the tags roughly. They are really soft. They stay on. They give you a nice little tint. You know, it's not too
Right.
thick. It's just
Yeah.
I love it.
Right.
Like, I love the glosses. They're
Right,
the bomb.
right. I'm
I
gonna
like
check
that
them
it's
out.
not too gooey because you know that conversation
Right.
line
Oh,
people
I hate
get.
that.
Like
That's why I
with
don't do glosses.
Exactly.
That's
Like
one of the
that's
reasons,
never
yeah.
a good thing. So I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Matt today,
Yes.
and I figured I'd do a little something for Valentine's Day since that's what we're talking about. So I pulled out a retro matte from MAC called Flat Out Fabulous, and it's just a real poppin' pink. You know what I mean? I think it looks great on most skin complexions, and
Yes.
it's definitely a lip color where, hey, I want to be seen today. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I pulled out today. It's good old. I think it retails for about maybe $16 or so now. They've gone up on their prices a little bit, but yeah, this is-
$17.
Yeah.
Ooh, girl. You know what? I was like so against like paying $20 for
I
a
know.
lipstick for the longest,
I
and then
know.
I bought one.
No, I know. I mean, it really.
and I haven't changed.
You can find some good drugstore stuff, absolutely, but you just know when
Yeah.
you've bought a quality lip color.
yeah.
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? It makes it worth it.
I like it. It looks good. I always feel
you.
like I cannot wear pink.
I used to feel like that
Really?
too.
Yes.
But what you have on is in the pink
No,
family.
no. This
It's like a
pink is
nude,
kind of
very
mauve
nude.
pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really nude.
But
It
the
gives you
undercurrent, I'm getting like a little pink there, a little
gives you
salmon.
little tint, you
Yeah.
know, but like bright pink like that,
Okay.
I always feel like I just cannot do it.
It's taken a while, but I tried it on one day. I was like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? Why not?
Why not?
It looks good. I like
But
it.
you know, I'm really feeling a theme here. You have the vintage, that's the name of yours. You have the retro matte. Like, you know, I think we
Oh, I
have a
didn't
little
even catch
theme.
on to that.
So I'm breaking the tradition, apparently. Y'all should have told me. I could have brought something more vintagey. But I'm rocking the Fenty Beauty in Stunna today, which I'm totally loving. We talked about Fenty Beauty last week.
Right.
Have you tried it?
Girl,
Any
I
products?
went to Fenty. I was at Sephora the day it dropped.
Okay.
And I got their foundation.
Yeah.
I got their primer, and I think this is right here is Ginger Binge Moscow Mule.
You have a whole kit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I love it.
Yeah, I know Fenty. Shout out to Rihanna. Okay.
That
Shout out
is
to
just
Rihanna.
so happen what I'm wearing. You know, the highlight might be popping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So little. We was in the same like family today, in
Yes.
the same like makeup bag,
I
putting
love
stuff
it.
on because I have on the Moscow Mule too.
Yeah, and you can
I
put it on your
love
eye. Yeah, it's
it.
awesome.
Yeah.
I think
Love
it's
it.
great for like brown skin complexions. You know what I mean? Like some of the other highlighters, I'm not a big fan of. Like the Trophy Wife, I think that's too popping for me. You know what I'm saying?
It's good eyeshadow.
But yeah, great eyeshadow. I mean, I like that her products can be used for not
Right.
just what they look like, not just cheeks, not just you can
Multi-purpose.
put them on different places. Yeah, I love it. But I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm such a fan of a good blue-based red.
Yeah.
And this is just the consistency and the formulation is not too dry. It's not too matte, but it's also not glossy. So I
Yeah.
get kind of like the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling
I like
it.
I haven't tried it yet, but I really
Oh.
want to.
I
Got to.
know.
And the packaging. Would
Yeah,
you
it's
look?
cute.
I know.
How
She
gorgeous is
she
this?
did great with her packaging with
Yeah.
her whole line.
Didn't she?
It was so
Yeah.
cute. It was so chic. You know, she did
The
best.
highlights I bought the stick ones because I love the confetti one. It's
Right.
like pink, purple. It's amazing. But then I went to go get the Trophy Wife. Like when
Yeah.
it first dropped, it was sold out. So
Yeah.
I got the golden and
Okay.
the stick. And if y'all were talking about the package, it's a magnet.
Yeah. They stick together.
It's just like,
yeah,
what? One day,
That's nice.
What's going on here? You
Yeah.
know? But
she
know,
did that.
I like it.
Shout out to Rihanna.
But we've been talking a lot about lips and stuff, you guys. So let's roll into some of the topics that we have. And first question I have is, I want to know, because it's very controversial when people talk about like love,
Right.
holidays surrounded by love. So I want to know what y'all think about Valentine's Day.
So I like Valentine's Day. I do. I feel like everyone always has to make this point that, oh, you know, that's just one day. Why can't you celebrate love every other day? And that's true. If you ladies, if you are dating somebody, or men, if y'all are watching, and they only showing you love on Valentine's Day, you got a problem. Okay, so I absolutely agree that love should be shown 365 days a year. But what's wrong if you got a boo, or even if you're single, you got girlfriends, and y'all are single together, y'all want to get out and do something? What's wrong with celebrating love? You know what I mean? I'm fine with Valentine's Day. You know what I
Really?
mean? Whether you're single, whether you're involved with someone, it doesn't have to be about lovey-dovey. You know, it could just be about sisterhood, getting together with your friends. You know what I'm saying? Doing a speed dating. I know we're gonna talk about that later. Going out to happy hour, whatever. It doesn't have to be this commercial idea that it's been made. You can make it be whatever you want it to be.
That's interesting that you say that, because I'm really not a fan. Like, I am not a fan, but I'm not a big like holiday person anyway.
Okay.
So
Right.
I kind of just be looking at it like, oh yeah, it's Valentine. Like honestly, for the longest, I really didn't even know when Valentine's Day was. I thought it was the 12th for like
Oh,
the
yeah.
longest. I always thought it was the 12th, but you know, and then maybe that's kind of. It's not a good thing to say that, because then y'all all know I didn't have no Valentine's. Anywho, that we're not talking about my current situations, but I'm not really that big on it.
Yeah.
This is my thing too. When I'm like dating someone, if I'm in a relationship, I always judge like how serious to take the holiday based
Right.
on how much they feel it. So with that being said, if I am dating someone and they're really into holidays and Valentine's Day is one of them, I feel like if you don't like get me something really nice, then I'm gonna have a problem with it because you are very into this holiday. So you know,
Why
you
am I
need
gifts
to
apart?
reciprocate
Right.
that to me,
Right.
and then I'll do the same. You know, I'm not against it, but
Yeah.
it's just not like
I definitely think it's been
I don't look
over
forward to
commercialized, and social media makes
Yeah.
it all about it. You know, I think it's been
very
made
commercial.
more to what it has to be. You know what I mean? I don't think it has to be this
it's like
and
a
that.
judgment.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, well, he got me a diamond ring, so that means he loved me. That
Not
don't mean he
necessarily,
love you. It's just because
yeah.
he got it for you on Valentine's
Yeah.
Day. You know what I'm saying?
Not
Maybe he
necessarily.
got one for his side boo too. We don't know.
Right.
You know, I think I'm just in the middle again.
Yeah.
And I think I am actually quite indifferent.
Yeah.
I practice self-care and self-love 365, 52 weeks a year. So I don't really need a designated day
Right.
to like amp it up for my
Right.
loved ones or
Right.
even for myself or
Right.
even I'm not in a relationship now, but even when I was on Valentine's Day,
Right.
I would do nice things all throughout the year, so
Right.
I wouldn't have to wait until kind of one season even
For it
to
to
kind of
show.
do something.
Yeah.
That's with Christmas, that's with
Yeah.
Valentine's Day or anything like that. So yes, I like to celebrate, sure, why not? But either way I'm gonna be good.
Yeah, you
know?
it's not a necessity. Like I have friends who don't celebrate it, and that's fine. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
do you
Yeah.
do what makes you happy and what makes you feel good about the day.
Yeah, I totally agree.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, and I do think it's very commercial. Honestly,
Oh, yeah.
because like before New Year's even got here, if you went to Walmart, you were
It was
seeing
already out.
Valentine's
Now I
Day
have a
already.
problem with that.
Like,
I have
are
a
you
problem with that.
serious?
You're right. The year is not even out, and they already putting up
It
balloons
was
and
like
bears
already
and cars.
like
Yeah.
those little chocolate hearts. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? The ones
Yeah.
that the candy. I'm
I'm like, this ain't got no expiration date.
Right.
Like, y'all
First
just
of all, those are
not
not
living here today on
First of all,
Christmas Eve.
yes, and those are nasty.
Yeah.
Right.
If you get somebody one of those,
Yeah.
it's like all those different. I don't want that.
I don't want that either. ain't
I'm
gonna lie.
judging you now. You don't love me because you got me one of those
Right.
at Walmart.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's so commercial, and like I said, social media takes it to a higher level.
Yeah.
People are posting and Snapchatting what they're doing, which is nothing's wrong with that, but
No.
it's just I don't know. It just puts people in a position to either hate the holiday or feel less than because they may not have a boo. I hate that it goes that way. You know, that's why I say I feel like people should just do whatever is great for them on the day. If they don't want to celebrate it, don't. You know what I mean? If you want to get together with your girls, do it. If you got a boo, do it. You know what I mean? Do you on the day. Don't live up to what society tells you Valentine's Day is supposed to be. You know?
And I totally agree to that. You know, and you mentioned for those who don't have a boo, you know, I might have some advice for you and a way for you to find one. Because this portion of the show is sponsored by GG Cupid. Now, there is a new website that matches love online. ggcupid.com leads you to a relationship that lasts a lifetime. Whether for friends, serious relationships, or marriage, simply join beautiful people worldwide. Sign up for free at www.ggcupid.com, the perfect matchmaker. Such a very good
timely.
portion of the show
Yeah.
and timing, you know, since
timely.
it is Valentine's Day. You might find your love on there. Just go ahead and sign up tonight. But now that we're expressing how we feel about Valentine's Day, and we mentioned gifts
Yes.
and how people judge they love off
true.
of what they get. So we're going to talk about like what we think are really good gifts. Top 3 gifts for women and men.
Right. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I came up with a few things.
Okay.
And I'll just preface this by this. I mean, gifts are important. If that's what you and your boo or you and your girlfriends, if that's what y'all have decided to do it. You know what I mean? I like me and my husband this year, we aren't doing it big with gifts. We're doing gifts, but we're also buying a house next week. We're closing on a house next week. So our priorities.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, that's
But I
just a
mean,
gift.
our priorities are not get Valentine's Day
Yeah.
gifts. You know what I'm saying? So we set a little budget, and that's where we're gonna stay. But some people I know do big things on Valentine's Day. Like I
Yeah.
said, it's nothing wrong with that. You do what works for you and your boo or your girlfriends or whatever you're doing. But I came up with 3 girl and guy gifts. And for the girls, for the ladies, perfume. I mean, and that's if you want to keep it low. You know, you're not trying to do the most, not trying to blow a lot of
Yeah.
money. Most women like perfume.
Perfumes get expensive too.
They can, absolutely. So if you kind of want to stay in that $100 and under range, you can usually find a perfume, So one of my favorite perfumes, I have a picture of it, is the Jimmy Choo Illicit Flower. It's my absolute favorite perfume. I actually have it on right now. I actually wore this on my wedding day, and that whole bottle lasts me a year. Really? And I wear it often, so it goes a long way. But so I'm just giving an example of that one. But now, know your woman. If she's not a perfume wearer, don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to what she likes. But you can never go wrong with perfume. Second one is women are stressed. We're always stressed. We work. We do whatever we do. So who's going to be mad about a spa day gift certificate?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's actually one of my things.
Yeah.
Because I just want to go and relax.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's nice if, you're at home and your boo rubs your feet all the time. But if you really want to give me a gift, can we do it professionally?
Yeah.
Can I have somebody who went to school to rub on muscles and find, knots and stuff? It just rub me down real quick. It's nothing personal, but,
Yep.
sometimes I just want it to be a little bit more
You know what? You got to be careful for what you ask for. Because one time I did ask a suitor for a spa day. I mentioned it, right? In just casual conversation. This young man took me to Chinatown for a $20 full body 1 hour massage, fully clothed. But it was the best massage of my life. Okay. I was in the room with 80 other people, so it wasn't very intimate. But it was a very different experience.
So it would have been a little weird.
I was like, how did you
that's why it's fully
on your
closed.
radar, sir? How did you even find this?
Yeah, because
Was this on Google? Like Yelp? Did they have a Yelp review? I was really
some people
concerned.
are very comfortable.
But
it
was a great experience. So either way, however it comes, if you're gonna have a full $80, $100 plus kind of spa day or a $20 full body 1 hour situation, enjoy it.
Right.
Do you remember what that was? Because I need to.
Okay.
I need to know.
You know, you're gonna say it was terrible, but it was great.
It was the best.
Okay.
She did one side and then I turned over and she did the whole other side and I was asleep on the table.
Okay. All right.
That's very interesting.
Well,
I need to find that.
I know, right?
Okay.
Well, as you guys know, we're talking gifts, and if you're tuning in with us on Facebook, we're going to cut the show right here for you all, but you don't have to miss it because you can subscribe. You can stay connected to it with us. So Facebook Live, we ask that you subscribe to our show on all of the major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Review our show on iTunes. Give us some constructive feedback. Let us know what you think about what we talk about. Give us some topics that you're interested in hearing us talk about, guests that you'd like for us to get. We want to hear your feedback. Share this Facebook post, live post, and the entire show with your family and friends. They may be interested. We talk all things beauty, literally all things beauty on this show. So there is something that we're going to talk about that someone you know is going to be interested in. Share it. And finally, donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thespheretv.donate or /donate. So Facebook Live, we appreciate you checking in with us, hanging out with us. Again, subscribe so you can hear the rest of the show. We have so much more we're going to be talking about. And even though Valentine's Day is tomorrow, you can get these tips and be ready for next year. All right?
Very true.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So I have some gifts too. Maybe I'm a little bourgeois because I kind of went high. You know what I'm saying?
That's what my next
but one of my gifts is I feel like jewelry. You just can never go wrong. Okay. I would like a nice watch. I can always collect those. A necklace. I like earrings. I just feel like you can never really go wrong with jewelry. So, especially if it's real, you want to drop that type of money, that's a very good gift. And then my next one, because I like to travel, was a surprise trip.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
One of my friends that I work with in makeup, she said her husband did that for her 1 year. I forgot exactly where she said they went, but it was some foreign tropical country. But that is a really good gift. It doesn't even have to be super extravagant, and it don't have to be right when Valentine's Day is happening. Maybe you buy it and then y'all go in May.
Right.
In the summertime, go to the Bahamas or something, like a nice little cruise. But that's a really good gift. And then also because you can get very intimate, It's I'm big on experiences. I like stuff, give stuff that is material, but I'm really big on an experience. So with me off somewhere if you want to give me a really good gift.
Yeah.
You know what I would be digging? We already talked about the experiences and perfume, which is always like major go-tos, including jewelry. But I would really be digging some art.
Oh yeah.
Like if my man came through with some artwork, some like black, inspired Afrocentric situations, like I would be so impressed.
Yeah.
You know, that's really
true.
It's very thoughtful, and it takes some time to really get to know my style,
Exactly.
my taste,
Yeah.
what my home decor looks like, and
Yeah.
see kind of what would fit.
Right. And that's why I say it's so important, no matter, guy, girl, know who you're buying a gift for.
Absolutely.
Because like you said, the black art, that would be even more special if someone bought that for you, because you would know that
Yeah.
person has paid attention to what you talk about, what you like, paid attention to your home if he's been there, and he has literally bought a gift that is specific for you. That's awesome. You know what I mean? So like I said, if your girl don't like perfume, don't get her perfume. If you want to get with Tiffany out there, y'all, and now she likes experiences and she likes jewelry. So next Valentine's Day, don't buy her nothing.
Concert ticket.
Yes.
Like, you have to know that I rock with Migos. If you buy me a Migos ticket, then we gonna be real good for Valentine's Day.
Right. Pay attention to your boo. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
just know what they like.
Yes. And that leads into the men. Men are, they say they're easy. They're not really they're not easy. I say cologne. Most men I say most men. If you boo like cologne, do cologne. Okay. My husband's favorite cologne is the Chanel, Blue by Chanel. He loves that cologne. But he's a cologne person.
Yeah.
Okay.
He collects cologne. So I could buy him cologne for multiple holidays and he would love
be
it
all right.
because he likes to have a collection. That's my husband though. That may not be everybody else's.
Yeah.
So pay attention to what they like. You know what I mean?
I think those are really good gifts, but here's my thing. I feel like they are so cliche.
They are.
Like, I would buy, like, if I want to get a nice gift for, like, my grandpa or something, then I would go for, like, a perfume. Like you said, your husband is a cologne person, though. But I just, for me, I want to give, like, a little bit more of a specialized touch, So I just try to stray away from, like, fragrances just in general.
Yeah.
But those are, and then also, the ranges are big too, So sometimes if you don't want to spend $100, maybe you're looking to spend like $30, but you don't want to get like a really cheapy perfume because
you're not gonna
those
get
just
nothing
can-
pretty good for
yeah,
$30. That's for sure.
so it's just the range. But I think those are very good ideas too.
Yeah. I mean, you just, like I said, I keep saying this. You have to know who you're buying for and what you're buying
to.
for. Because like me and my husband, we don't have to go big for Valentine's Day. We did that. We've been
Right.
together for 5 years. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So we did all of that. You know what I mean? And again, we'll do it again.
Right.
But some years you do that and some years you don't. You know what I'm saying? So know what you're trying to do and go along with that.
I'm such a fan of the meaningful and thoughtful kind of expressions. One of my friends told me one time for her guy, she did, I'm originally from California, so Napa wine country was just really close,
my gosh.
hour and a half up the road. We're there.
Okay.
We're there. They went to a specialized vineyard where she could have her own wine made. And so they were together in this process,
like that
smashing the
idea.
grapes and then picking out the actual label, naming it together. So it was a process.
I like
and
that
how
idea.
cute is that?
That's super cute.
And they
That
bought
is
an entire
nice.
like case of it and had it like shipped
Yep.
and then at their engagement party like gave it out as
Right.
like mementos or favors or gifts.
That's really thoughtful.
Yeah.
me
I
being a
love
wine
that.
lover myself. That
You
was a
would
good
love
gift
that.
for me. Yeah.
So if y'all are
So
feeling
it was a
Amethyst
gift.
out there, she just dropped a gem for you to let you know what to do for her next week.
Haley
Okay?
is the Cupid of the show
Yes,
today.
the Cupid of the show. Okay.
I love it.
Cupid.
Okay. Another thing that men like, just like you mentioned, are experiences. So if your husband loves football, Valentine's Day is in February, so I think the only thing that's going on right now is basketball. Football's
But-
over. Baseball hasn't started.
Yes.
But it's really big for the season of basketball. See, that
Yes.
was on my
Yes.
list because I typically date guys that are really into
sports.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, I know I'm gonna buy you something that again is an
Right.
experience, but something that you're really gonna like.
yeah.
I'm gonna get you a sports ticket.
Yeah.
And then like right after that is March Madness and All Star.
Yep.
So like. If you just
Yep.
surprise your boo with a ticket to March Madness, like to
He
go
would
watch the
love that.
game,
Yeah.
or to go to the All Star game,
He would love that.
it's
Yeah.
golden.
Yeah.
Like that's a really good gift.
Yeah. And there's a lot of like good concerts and comedy shows that are coming up in Houston the next few months. So those are another ideas. And maybe he's not into sports as much, but maybe he likes to laugh. Take him to a comedy show. Actually, the Improv has a Valentine's Day show every year. I just found this out a couple days ago.
Nice.
But I think it's Ali Sadiq here in Houston. He hosts one every year. And I think the ticket, I know it includes the show, but it may include your meals as well, too. So that's another idea. You know what I mean? Experiences are always going to be great.
Yeah.
But and thoughtful gifts.
You know what? One of my really close guy friends told me recently, and not just in preparation for this show, he was just venting, and he said that he would really like his girl to buy him a gaming system or accessories if he already has the gaming system of his. Oh, wait, what, ladies? What just happened? Wait, what just happened?
No.
I'm just saying, I felt a little shift.
No. Oh my God. No.
Okay.
No? Okay.
If the boo knows how to control the usage, cool. But you got some men that will stay on a gaming system from sun up to sundown.
And that's a no.
No.
And then he's going to replace you
A
with the gaming
grown working
system.
man? No.
Yeah,
I've been
no,
there.
seriously.
Okay,
they
here's my thing.
exist
We're
still.
all three of us are into beauty, blogging, all types of other kind of things that we love to have as hobbies. I think it's equivalent to that.
No.
Is it not
It
equivalent
should
to you
be.
writing a blog post?
It should be.
But sometimes it's excessive.
Yes.
And then also, like, this is me personally. I don't want to come home and find my man on the couch
girl.
playing video games.
Girl.
Like, that whole thing, I'm going to have to just bag it up and I'm going to be bad Santa because it can go.
But would you rather him be at happy hour every day? Like, instead of being at home on the game?
That's a good point. I guess they're not doing anything if they're at the house on the couch and they draws playing.
No,
playing
I
a
would
game.
rather for him to
Work
be doing
them
something
home,
productive.
you know?
I would rather him be doing something much more productive. Okay, I'm not trying.
I had bad
I'm just saying
experience
what
with
the
that.
men
Take it
say,
away,
ladies.
but-
I'm just saying
But
what the
you're
brother
right.
told
If
me.
you, like
It
my
is.
husband can play the game. He's pretty modest with his, so cool. You know what I mean? But if my husband was the type that would sit up all day long on it,
You'd be like,
nah, that wouldn't work.
I guess that's just something too where you have to know the guy that you're dating.
Yeah.
Because if they're like, some guys are really big again on sports, so they like if the newest Madden come out,
They're gonna
want
be
to
on it
have
all
it,
day long,
you know,
yeah.
and they just want to play it until they're bored with
Right.
it, and then they will stop.
That's true.
You know,
That's true.
so if it's like that type of situation, cool. I'll
That's
buy you
true.
a Madden game, no problem. But if you're gonna sit on the couch all day and play Madden, I'm not ever buying you a Madden game.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do have a good gift. I actually bought this for a birthday, not a Valentine's gift, but a watch.
Oh yeah, watches are gonna always be.
I like a man with a nice watch.
Yep.
Okay, that says a lot about you.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
you know,
that's you can't go wrong with the watch.
it's a very good gift.
Can't go wrong with the
They
watch.
got a lot of ranges too. Like you don't have to buy one that's super expensive, but you can buy one that's like reasonably priced but still look very nice.
I was gonna say, I feel like men's watches, the cheaper ones or less expensive ones, still look nice. Like with women, I don't know. I feel like I can tell a difference between the
Yeah.
lesser expensive and the
Well,
more. I guess it depends. But the men's watch, you can find a men's watch for $100 and it's gonna look nice. You know what I
Fossil.
mean? Yeah.
Fossil
Fossil
has
gonna always
really
be the
nice
plug for
watches, and they're not super
No,
expensive.
and they're
you
good
know?
quality. They last forever.
Yeah,
So yeah,
very
you can't
true.
go wrong with Fossil.
So
So
I
before
think
we get
that's
back into
it,
the gifts,
guys.
this portion of the show is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel like they are a part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable, but Dr. Batiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Ashandra Batiste at Elite Dental Wellness by calling 713-789-8680. So, gifts. In the game. I'm still on that. I'm still thinking about that.
Yeah.
My husband's probably watching like, 'cause he's been talking about one and one.
He's gonna hide it from
I
you.
know.
It's a
child.
thing.
I may
It's
have
a
to break
thing,
down.
ladies. I'm telling you.
I know. That's true.
Okay.
That's true. And it's true. They're at home. They're not in these streets when they're
Okay.
playing the game.
See?
So
So we don't dwell on that too much, okay?
next topic.
We're gonna roll into dates, okay?
Ooh.
Date ideas. And I was trying to go for stuff that's not like your typical
Right.
cliche thing because, you know, if it's very, very basic, then I don't really consider it a date. Like
Right.
movies, that's not a date for me.
Yeah.
So, you know, I want to know what type of ideas that you guys have, and then I'll share mine.
right.
Yeah.
So what kind of dates did I forgot what I thought about. And again, know what you're trying to do, what your purpose of the day of, things like that. I mean, I think the experiences, you could buy tickets and do that on Valentine's Day. Like Valentine's Day is on a weekday this time, Wednesday. So, unless you're taking off for the rest of the week or something like that, it may not be the best time for a trip or something like that. But you can absolutely, like I said, hit up the comedy show, do a game if a game is going on in town. Cooking classes, things like that. Like I have a girlfriend, that's what her and her husband are doing. They're going to do a really nice, I think, Italian themed cooking class. And that's what they like to cook.
That's
so
awesome.
That's what they're going to do,
It's kind of funny that we were talking earlier. I feel like some of the things that y'all pinpoint on as gifts were actually date ideas for me, because winery was like so up my alley. Like if I'm going to go, a really nice day for me would be to go wine tasting or to go to a winery. Although I have been wine tasting before, but like take me to a winery, like let's go make the wine, or let's just taste like super expensive nice aged wines, and that's a really good date for me,
right?
I'm not, so let me just preface this with saying I'm typically not an outdoorsy girl, right? I like the indoors. I like bug-free environments with AC or heat, depending on what the outside is dictating. But one of my favorite activities when I was a little girl, like at camp, was horseback riding.
Oh, yeah.
It was so fun. You get to connect with nature just a little bit. Horses are so calming, right? They're like low-key therapy animals. Yeah. So, just having a little horseback riding date in the mountains or at a horse farm, wherever you want to go. Right. I think that's a cute little idea and something different.
I like that.
I think so, too.
I like that for sure.
Horses kind of scare me. They so big. They big. I would love to do that. Although, like, I just would. I don't spend time around horses. Okay, so to be around one of them, it kind of like make me a little nervous. Right. Just because they so big, and I just feel like, what if it hurts me? Right. But to piggyback off of that, what I did think about when you said horses are those carriages.
Oh yeah.
Like riding through downtown was a really nice one. I was gonna say aquarium. I don't know how everybody feel about that as a date, because they have really nice dinner. Yeah. Oh yeah. So you can always just walk around briefly, see the fish, and then do dinner, and then do the carriage ride through downtown. That's nice. A pretty nice date.
And you said dinner. I was going to say, I don't think dinner ever gets old. But find a restaurant that you guys haven't been to before. Find a restaurant that maybe has some live music, some jazz, or, something kind of unique about the setting. Yeah. Like I know, and this is on the higher end, but Spindletop is big here in Houston.
That's what I was going to say.
You know what I mean? Like go up high and look at the city, and, be prepared to spend the money and eat, food that's on this size, plate this size of card, but it's going to be an experience. Yeah. You know what I mean? For sure. But yeah, dinner's going to always, who don't like to eat?
So going with the theme of experiences here, one of my friends they're now a currently married couple and living in Australia and having a fabulous life. But she's in your industry too, professionally. But one thing that they did that I thought was super cool when they had first gotten engaged was they bought this kit where you can make your own artwork at home. So essentially it's body painting, and you just do it together, and you hands, feet, whatever you want to do, but you do it together as a unit. Cool. Stop. And it was so much fun. I just thought it was such a cute idea.
But yeah, and if two people are into that, then absolutely.
Yeah, and you can display it. People don't have to know how you made it or where it came from.
The origin. So abstract.
It's so abstract.
Yeah.
I think it's cute.
I think that's an excellent idea. And we're gonna keep it. We're gonna leave it at that. I just thought it was an excellent idea. It is. Very nice canvas.
Yeah. That could get interesting. Yeah. In a good way.
I'm still on me.
Anyway, so what else you got?
More date ideas. Destination date.
Oh yeah, that's gonna always win.
Listen, I like to travel. I just thought it's a really good idea because again, this year Valentine's Day is like in the middle of the week, so I thought like a destination date would be good. And it doesn't have to be anything where like you're whiffing away on a jet, but you can go to San Antonio and do the Riverwalk. Yeah, that's a pretty nice date. If you haven't been, you've been a lot of times, then maybe not so much so that, but you do know what I'm getting at. As far as somewhere you haven't been, that's pretty local, that's really nice, you want to explore it, go. And then you can do like one up to like North Texas, over in like El Paso. There are mountains out there. It's beautiful. You can do a hiking trip.
Yep. Fredericksburg too, like Central Texas
Yes,
is really
I
beautiful
love
with all like
Central
the hill
Texas.
country area. There's really nice resorts that are up in the hills,
Yeah.
and like I know their spa resorts out there are awesome. So that's an idea. Fredericksburg is actually a little place where there's wineries here in Texas. It's no Napa, but it's actually I think the next biggest set, surprisingly. So yeah, those are absolutely good options to where if you want to take off, Wednesday, take off a Wednesday and a Thursday, go up, spend a night, come back, a couple nights, whatever if you want. I think those are good options too.
Absolutely.
I
sure.
just try to, if again, I'm really into like more the experience
Yeah.
than anything. So I just try to avoid the cliche dinner, movie, cooking dinner.
Yeah.
If you're gonna want to do like a more private setting, hire a chef.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
Oh, that's cute.
Hire a
That's a good
chef
idea.
to cook for
Yes.
us.
Cute.
Because some people really do, and I'm in my 30s. I don't mind saying that. So, like my peers, they actually like the stuff that you're saying. This
Yeah.
cliche. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we're, we go to work all day long. You know what I
Yes.
mean? We may be married. Some people have kids. So it's like I have a girlfriend actually. That's what her husband and they're sending the kids away to the grandparents, and they are hiring a chef. They're
Cute.
staying in for their Valentine's Day, but they are hiring a chef to cook them
Right.
a full course meal.
I love it.
And then, that's what they're going to do, So, like I said, it's know who you're dealing with, know what you want, and go with that.
Yes.
That's what I say.
Well, I do have a question because we kind of threw out a lot of really expensive things. So
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to talk a little bit about doing the dates on a budget because not
Oh, yeah.
everybody is just going to be super stacked for
That's
Valentine's Day. You just never know what the situation is. And not to offend anyone, if you are doing something that's a little bit more cliche because that's more so what you can afford, then that's awesome too. It's just about the effort that you
Right.
give
That's
into
really
doing
what it's about at the end
it.
of the
You
day.
know?
Yeah.
So I was going to suggest, actually, you brought up the comedy club, and I was gonna say go to like a show because actually some of those are free.
Yep.
Like to the improv clubs.
Yep.
And honestly, you can have a really good time if they don't. Sometimes it does depend on the people that are actually doing the show, whether or not they're really funny and you enjoy it. But those can be a lot of fun, especially if you have a couple of drinks. You'll laugh at anything.
Yeah.
Going along kind of with that theme, Miller Outdoor Theater. They always
Yep.
have like really cool
Yeah.
acts and just different things. Have a blanket on the lawn, get a bottle of wine or
Right.
whatever you want, some snacks,
Yeah.
and just enjoy the evening.
Right. Yeah. And bouncing off of that, sometimes Discovery Green, depending on the weather, will have
Yeah.
different things going on down there for Valentine's Day.
Date
So.
with a twist is always a win.
Yep. And then there's
Nice
another one
bottle
called,
of
I don't know if
wine.
y'all heard of this one, but it's called Rustic Brush. It's kind of like painting with a twist, but you can build home decor.
Ooh.
It's really neat. It's usually like wooden. Some of it is wooden, but you can do like doormats. You can do serving trays.
Super cute.
I'm actually going there with my girlfriends this weekend. But that's another, if you don't want to paint and you actually get to like sand down the wood, do the
Yeah.
painting. So you actually kind of get in and get dirty with it and create something for your home or for your space that is custom.
You know, something else that I think is pretty cool and unique and has your own personal touch. A lot of more kind of small boutique bath and body kind of shops allow you to come in and you can like scent your own bath salts or find the scent for your own soap.
Really? Yep.
And have your own experience
Yep.
and pick the actual soap if you want it like milk based or whatever, big glycerin,
Right.
and then just really have your own personalized kind of bath and body works experience.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good idea.
Something else I was going to suggest, and it's probably just because I want to do it, the Pottery Barn.
Yes.
I would love to go make if you took me to go make pottery, first I'm gonna think you like very artistic, so that already
Right.
has got you a little bit in the door. But I think that is a really nice
Yeah,
experience
that's
because
cool.
you can help each other mold it. Maybe y'all can make like one object together. It's like your own masterpiece. You just don't know.
Right.
That's a good experience.
Yeah,
too.
I've heard that's really fun too, and it's cool to again take something home that nobody else is
Right.
gonna have. It's something custom and
Right.
unique, and then when you look at it, you're gonna have a nice memory. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All about the memories.
no, that's what it's
Absolutely.
about.
Well, since we are laying some memories down, we're going to get into this portion of the show being sponsored by The Spear, where the memories happen. This portion of the show is sponsored by The Spear. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Spear. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, We have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and your inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv. Alrighty.
So next, I guess. So not everybody's gonna have a boo on Valentine's Day.
And it's all right. Don't sound so sad.
I mean, no,
It's really not the worst thing.
That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
yeah.
That's where I'm
Listen.
going, and I hate that how commercial it is.
It's a lot
makes
of
people
fun
feel some kind of way because of that. Like
Yeah.
when I was single, I had a big problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. So you can do Valentine's Day single, y'all. Y'all don't have to be coupled up to do Valentine's Day, and that's what we're gonna talk about
Okay,
next.
we're gonna hear it too, coming from a single person, because Haley got a boo over here. So we're gonna
But
talk.
I have not had a boo before for a long time.
It is
So
not the worst thing,
No,
you
it's not.
guys, to be single on
It's
Valentine's
not.
Day. And if you do it right, it's a lot of fun. Okay,
Exactly.
because I was gonna suggest speed dating.
Yeah.
That is I've not been,
Which I
but I
have.
can imagine that
Yeah.
it is a lot of fun.
It is.
It's fun.
Okay.
I actually went last week.
Okay.
Really?
Before we decided this is going to be the topic.
I didn't get
How was
an
your
invite.
Tell the viewers in case they're interested.
So I loved it. So essentially, really quickly, the format was that the woman or the female lady stays seated, and the men will rotate every 5 minutes or so. So I feel like, especially at this age, we're both in our 30s. Even anytime
Really,
after
anybody.
21,
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
you should have been able to refine your ability to, in a very quick amount of time, decipher if this is a person that I want to spend more time with. I don't think it's really that hard, especially with a quick conversation.
right.
I loved it. So for someone like me whose mind consistently works like that, it was the perfect format for me.
Interesting.
Met some really great guys, had about 12 dates within the span of about 2 hours. So we had like a little mingling time before. You just walk around, get a drink. Guys were just chatting it up. You stay seated and stationary, and then the games begin. And so it was really cool. I also like how they do the information exchange at the end. So after every 5-minute experience, you actually have to write down like yes, no. You can rate from 1 to 10 if you want to even. But get this, afterwards, you just give your sheet to the host of the event, and then that evening they will actually respond to you, like emailing you, this is who you matched with, and if you didn't match with them, they just invite you back to another event for free.
Oh, that's nice.
So like if you don't have like at least 5 matches, they just invite you back for free.
Okay.
Which you can't lose either way.
Right.
So it's like
Yeah.
win-win.
Right. That's pretty cool.
Huh, interesting. I really do want to go to one of those. I just want to go because I think it would be a lot of fun.
You should go, girl.
You know,
Check it
what
out.
one of these
What do you have to
days,
lose?
if I nothing, absolutely nothing, and if I could find one. I didn't actually know exactly where to find one in Houston, because I get emails, but they're just like for random places. Like I got one the other day for DC. It's like I don't even live in DC. I don't even know how my information
this
got
works,
there.
yeah.
But I would definitely do a speed dating.
Yeah.
It's funny because me and some of my single girlfriends, we were talking about doing the speed dating as just like fun, and then hitting a bar afterwards and do more speed dating.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's a really cute idea. I mean, I had so much fun. I typically am such an introvert by
Yeah.
nature
Yeah.
that it really was a great way for me to like get out of my shell. I wouldn't have never met that many people, that
Right.
many
Yeah.
men, especially within a 2-hour time frame. Like, come on.
Yeah.
So it was a great experience for
Right.
me.
Right.
I will definitely be going back.
Cool.
Oh, where will you go? Let me know. I want to go.
I will. Actually, this week I had, and this is probably too much, but I went on 2 dates with one of the guys that I met.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's going really well.
2 dates in 1 week.
It's going really well. VJ, I think, is just too much pressure to have like a,
Oh,
a
yeah.
third date on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Valentine's
too,
Day.
that's too early. It's too
That's
soon.
way too early.
Yeah.
But no, really cool.
Okay.
I'll have to keep you posted.
Yeah, please do.
Don't keep me
Plan a
posted.
wedding.
Just invite me. 'cause
Okay,
wanna
I
know.
got you. I got you.
Also, so something else I was gonna say. Maybe you just want to take the day off. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like
I
just
agree.
get you a nice bottle of wine. Get some maybe strawberries or something. The chocolate covered ones, because this is the time to have them. And just sit at home and order something or cook you a nice dinner and just be by yourself. Like enjoy the
Yeah.
ambiance of yourself.
Right.
I feel like there is nothing wrong with doing that.
It's important. And like I said, when I was single, I remember me and my single girlfriends at the time, we would get together because at the time we probably were like, seeing this on social media, it will make you kind of feel some type of way if you're not a real strong person and just, you know, decide you're not going to let Valentine's Day get to you. So we would get together. We would go over to one of our friends' houses. We would do wine. We would do light eats, dinner. We would sit around and talk about experiences. We would just bond together, you know. Or you could do happy hour. Y'all are working during the day. You decide not to take off. Go find a cool place to do happy hour at with your girls. You know what I mean? Drink to love for each other, love for yourself. It doesn't always have to be about a boo. It really doesn't.
What do they call it? Galentine's?
Yeah, Galentine's.
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 But that's a really good idea because you are not the only single group of friends. Trust me. Yeah. There will be other groups there, and it's going to be, you know, of the opposite sex as well. So you might find a Valentine's while you're at the bar.
You just might.
You just don't know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So I think that's a really good idea. You know, another girlfriend of mine, she's festive like this, but she'll get cards and send cards to her girlfriends, whether they're in relationships or not. She just decided not to make the day about what society wants to make the day about, you know, and I think that's awesome. I actually may do that next year with just my girlfriends in general. Single, doesn't matter if you're single or married.
Absolutely.
You know? Like,
it's all about love
that's
in
what
general.
It's about at the end of the day.
Call up your mama. Call up your aunties. I'm just thinking about you. Just love you. Send them a gift. So
that's true. You could always do that.
Yep. There's nothing wrong with it.
Well, I was just going to get together with like my other single friends and go to dinner. And then, you know, dinner would likely lead to let's go and get a couple of drinks. Yeah. And then there's Valentine's Day.
It's over.
It is over.
You wake up February 15th and you own your way. Okay. Yeah. You know.
I just feel like don't get stuck on like I have to have a Valentine's. I have to have a date. I have to go out. Like it is just a day of the week, honestly. And then, you know, if you have a Valentine's or if you decide to do something, that's totally fine. But if you don't, then that's fine too. It's not the end of the world if you don't have a Valentine's, and if you have one, that's great. I hope you have a very good experience and that y'all make a very nice memory.
That's what it's all about.
When you wake up the next day, it's just going to be a normal
day.
Valentine's Day is not even going to be a thing.
It's another
It's
day.
just another day.
It's honestly another day. So I like that. I think that's important for people to get, because like I said, when I was younger and single, not even about the age, but single, I used to feel some type of way on Valentine's Day. I really did, because I don't know. I just let society get to me. And I wish I could go back and tell my younger self, girl, you was tripping. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that deep. Valentine's Day is what you make it to be. You have the power over what you want that to be. You don't have to let Instagram or Snapchat or your girlfriend or whoever tell you what Valentine's Day is supposed to be. So do you. I keep saying that. I mean that. If you don't take nothing else on the show today, you do you on Valentine's Day. Okay?
Whatever is going to make you happy and float your boat. It's a lot of things to do, honestly. So I just feel like don't get too hung up on it.
Don't do that to yourself. It's not that serious.
Eventually, if you don't have one, someday love will creep and crawl right into your house and you'll have one. And then you'll be like, why did I ever sweat Valentine's Day? You won't even care.
Yeah, you won't.
It's like just another day that you show love to each other. So
that's right.
I just moral of my story is don't get too hung up over it. If you want to go out because you're single, go out. If you have a Valentine's, then that's cool. Y'all make a memory. And then tomorrow is just going to be another day.
Yep.
So
I like it.
I think that is like all we have for the show today. Did anyone have some remarks or any other advice that you want to give?
I think you closed it out good.
I think you
love
did a great
you
job.
First on Valentine's
Absolutely.
Day.
Self-care.
Love you first.
Love you first.
And even if you got a man or, you know, significant other, you still love you first on Valentine's Day. Make it a healthy day for yourself. That's how I would end that.
Alrighty. Well, I think it was said best, and we definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we hope that you do have the Valentine's Day that you are looking forward to on tomorrow. And we will see you again next year for another episode. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.